What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Diablo Immortal video. Today I'm going to be comparing two different builds for the Necromancer. Now, I just watched a video 2 nights ago. This is it right here. It's the Necromancer insane damage, 10 million damage per second build. Really solid video. I'll be linking it in the description of this video. It's definitely more of a video for people that are really invested in the game, less of a casual, average player friendly video, but some good information. So what I decided to do was put the build together and test it out for myself and compare it with my build. So the thought here is, which build is better? I have my Lightning Necromancer build versus the build that was built over on that video. Now, I do have to say that my build is not the build that I'm copying here is not min-maxed perfectly as fine-tuned as it could be because I've just put it together. Now, my Lightning build, it's more fine-tuned, but with that being said, I've only been Necro for a month. So honestly, it's not as pure perfect as it could be. So let's actually switch to the DPS right here build. And this is the 1 million damage per second build. Now, there is a whole cadence of how you do these attacks. You have to skeletons, then you have to summon your mages, you have to have everything fall in place perfectly to get the ultimate damage. We're gonna try our best to do that cadence, then I'm gonna do it with me just spamming the buttons, and then I'm gonna compare it to my build, just spamming my buttons, and see which one can get more damage over a 1 minute period of time. We're gonna write it all down so we have it all legit old-fashioned on old school paper, and we're gonna go from there. So what I need to do is start out with a primary attack, and then I have to come in with my skeletons and then just summon mages. Bone Wall is gonna give a 40% more damage to everything. If you wanna actually check out the build before we go into it right here, this is the build. And well, I'm not gonna go too in-depth with it, but essentially we're going with something here that is going to Skeletal Mage duration increased. This one right here is going to Bone Wall now conjures the Altar of the Dead, increasing your damage. All right. We also have the increases damage you deal for your Skeletal Mage. So a lot of stuff for the mages right here. We have gotten here Bone Wall duration increased, plus the cooldown because we have it awakened. Then we have Command Golem now summons a Poison Golem, which I'm using on my build as well. Decreases the time for the new skeletal champion, so they could be up quite a bit. And then we have the stance pieces. When command skeletons die, they grant nearby allies increased attack speed. This is a big part, no rest, no peace, so that we could keep essentially 4 mages up at a time with 2 skeletons up, and when they die, all of my other spawn, everything else that I've spawned is going to get nearly a 40% increased attack speed. That's where the beauty and the magic lies within this build. And then the Skeletal Mage now summons this as well, doing the Soul Fire, which is the same one that I use. So we're going to give this a shot. We're going to do it for 1 minute, and we're going to record the damage that we do. Let's go, starting out with a primary attack and then the skeletons, and then we're going mages. We're going to go with the golem, and we're going to come in here as well. I'm essentially keeping my primary attack going. We're going to get skeletons, and we're going to just keep on spamming mages in there. We want to get as many mages as we can get. We're going to keep going with Bone Wall as well. Keeping my attack. I'm waiting for my next mage to be able to be dropped. There we go. Golem again one more time. I'm holding on to those skeletons right now. I want to get another mage up. Bone Wall. Golem is hitting. Then we're coming in with the Skeletal Mage. We're at 30 seconds right now. Not even looking. I'm literally staring at the attacks, at at my skills, so that I hit them as soon as they're ready to go. Trying to get as much out of this build as I can to get as much damage as we can in the 1 minute's time. There we go. Another golem. We're going to hold the skeletons a little bit more. We want to get as many mages up as we can. Here's another golem. There's another mage. We're going to have another golem, and then, or Bone Wall, then golem. Then we got another mage, and then here, and then we're going to stop it right there at 1 minute. 52.3 million. So 2.3 million with the first summons build. That was me trying to keep the cadence. Obviously, this was a build that really took some fine-tuned precision in how the attacks were done. Now I'm going to come on in and I'm going to do it one more time. and we're going to see if we could get a better amount of damage. And I'm just going to spam everything. Anytime a skill is ready to go, I'm going to drop it on the dummy, and we're going to see what we can get. Remember, we got 52 million damage over 60 seconds. Not quite a million per second, but again, it's not a perfect build. Also, my gems are not where they should be. But again, we're comparing this build on my account versus my build on my account, and which one is better for me. All right? So we're going to start things out right here, and we are going to going with everything right away. Keeping my primary attack going. This is just spam fest. When anything comes up, I'm not going by order. I'm just hitting anything that we can get for as much damage, which is going to potentially mess up the order of when we get that increased attack. But we're going to see what we can do. Trying to beat 52 million over the 1 minute's time. We're at 15 million so far, making it up to 17. Either way, this is a pretty nicely good damage build for sure. I think we're going to get more damage here just doing the spamming, but we're going to see. We'll see if I'm right or not. We already know that the poison golem is the best golem that you could use for the most damage over time. We've tested that here before, and it's been very good. Also notice, we are using soul fire on this build as well, not the regular attack. Now, I'm not going to come on in here with the ultimate. I'm going to keep the ultimate out of this build because I'm not going to use it on my build either. We're just going to see what it looks like without the ultimates. There we go. Boom, 1 minute, 52.1. So with the spamming, very similar. Very, very similar. So let's get out of here. Let's stop all these guys from doing all those attacks. Let's bring them along with me. Go back to the courtyard, and then we're going to come over, and we're going to switch the build. I'll show you my build, and then we'll go and test it out. So here, the only things that are switched are we went with a different primary, Bone Spear, and we go with Bone Armor. Now, let's activate this build, and we're going to see what it does. We're going to see the difference right here and see which one is better, at least for me on my account, what I'm doing. And you guys can make the choices for yourself. Now, let's go take a look at this one. We have different essences all around. And the gems that we're using, though, do remain the same. So here, Command Skeletons now summon a Storm Rider Legion who automatically teleport and damage enemies with lightning. Command Skeleton's damage is increased by 18%. This is, again, my lightning build. The chest piece, very important. Bone Armor now generates a pulse that rests you in your summons and lightning. This is going to be what makes lightning connect with all of my summons. The more summons you have, the more lightning you generate, the more damage you do. Then we have Skeletal Mage maximum charge is increased by 1, and the cooldown is down, so I could get multiple skeletal champions up. Bone Armor duration increased. Remember, Bone Armor is not even for the armor element of it. It's for the lightning that's going to generate from it. Now, this is my PvE build. When I do PvP, I do switch that out for one that protects me a bit more, or when I do Heliquary at least, or at least I should be. Now, we're also going with the Poison Golem, best golem that, in my opinion, in the game. We have the damage increased by the Poison Golem by 19%. We're coming in right here with Bone Spear, also destroys enemies' armor, which is just making our Bone Spear a little bit stronger. And we have over here, where is it? We have Skeletal Mage now summons the Mangus Soulfire. So again, the same essence that he was using on his as well. So a little bit of overlap in essence, but definitely not the same build by any means. We're going to go in and drop as much damage as we can over a 1 minute period of time. Let's refresh this bad boy right here, and we're going to go on in. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All the summons are in. Literally going to hit everything, because this is how I do mine. I don't have any special cadence, anything that I have to count down. I just drop damage and get as many summons as I can out at a time so that they can take advantage of the lightning. The more summons that I have up, the more lightning damage is done. You can see the lightning that's in between everything. We are very close to the target right now, so it's going to be a little bit different. You're not going to be able to see the lightning connecting, but it's there. It's happening. All right. We're at 30 seconds. Didn't even see how much damage we've done yet. Just trying to make sure that skills are all hit at the right time to get as much damage. We have 40 seconds, 20 more seconds to go. I'm going to stop this right at 1 minute, and we're going to compare damage, and we're going to see which one is stronger. Boom, here we go. There's that, 55 seconds. We got to get this as well. Skeletons. Looks like that's going to be it. Boom, right there. 1 minute, 56.8 million. So as I'm seeing this, 56.8 million is 4.5 million more damage done with my summons build, at least how I have it built out. Again, I'm not saying that my build is better, or if it's not better. For me and how I have it built, I'm getting more damage out of the lightning build that I'm using versus the 1 million damage per second. It's almost 1 million damage per second. Over 60 seconds, we were able to drop 56.8 million damage. So we could round it up to 57 million damage, which is just under 1 million damage per second. I mean, that's pretty good. I'm content with that. And that's me sitting here with like really gems that are not great. Like we're looking at a rank 6 pain clasp. I don't even have it up to rank 10. We did get our Berserker's Eye up to 10. That's awakened. We got our Everlasting Torment up to 10. And we got our Freedom and Devotion up to 10. But the other gems, every single one of them besides my Blood-Soaked Jade is like not in good shape. Check this out. We got our Follower's Burden. It's rank 4. We just started with that one. The Blood-Soaked Jade, we did just get to rank 5. So that's more like realistic, although it's only a 3-star out of 5. So again, not the best. And then we also have our Mother's Lament, Baby Gem, rank 4. Same thing with our Viper's Bite right here, rank 5. Nothing crazy. Now, could I swap in and put in my Seeping Bile? It's a rank 4, 3-star Seeping Bile. I could see how that would do if it would get me any more damage, and it potentially could over time. But I just wanted to do a little comparison of those two. I really like being able to go over here and test out builds, because it's a nice way for you to swap in and out items, gems, skills, essences, and see which ones are the strongest. Again, I want to urge you guys, if you are looking to really build up your Necromancer build, check out this video. It was quite good. It's almost an hour-long video, and he goes from top to bottom on how he has it built out. Definitely a good build for sure. Again, another thing worth noting is when I look at my charm, I'm getting more damage with Bone Spear, plus 4% damage with Bone Spear. I don't have anything here for Soulfire. So essentially, I would ideally go and get some bonuses for Soulfire on my charm, if that could ever happen, with a little bit of luck, and it would have helped out that build as well. But for me right now, utilizing my summons build, my electric summons build, is the best build for me, and the one that I prefer when I'm going out in the open world. Again, I'll link his video down below if you want to check it out. If you don't, that's cool too. We did give you a preview of what the build actually looked like over here on mine. A little look into the Necro. I'm actually really loving the Necromancer, guys. It's super fun, and I don't have any intentions on going back to the Barbarian anytime soon. I'm going to be playing Necro for a while, which is why we've been even claiming the cosmetics over here on the Necromancer, and I'm talking about Battle Pass cosmetics. I plan is to always go back to Barb and claim them there because it's my favorite class, but man, this Necromancer is a lot of fun. It's a very versatile class that is probably the easiest one to farm with as well, which allows me to get a little bit more progress throughout the day because I can rely on a lot of my summons and a lot less of me having to run circles around an area with the Barbarian, although the Barbarian is quite a bit faster. So yeah, guys, that's what we got going on. That's how it is. What I'm about to do right now is hop on over and make a video for my other channel, my Raid channel. If you want to play Raid alongside of me, the link is right there. If you don't want to, that's totally cool. It's not a link though, it's a QR code. This is not a sponsored video. This is me legit saying that I'm enjoying playing Raid over on the new channel, and if you guys want to play too, I think it's a ton of fun. And we found a way to play it and really enjoy it for what it is. It's become part of my daily grind alongside of Diablo Immortal. And again, we are looking good. If we take a look at our Paragon level, we're at 1186. We're getting 50% rewards. We're 6 levels above the Paragon level. And it's what? Wednesday? We'll probably be up to 1190, 1191 by the end of the week. Already prepared for the next. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys later on today or tomorrow with another video.